Alright guys, we're live here at the University of Berkeley. This is Rudkowski of WeAreChange reporting to you around here. Already the situation is extremely tense here. Share this broadcast. We're going to be going live here, of course, at the protest against Milo Yiannopoulos, who said he will be speaking here. There is one Trump supporter who has a sign that says "Stop Liberal Intolerance," who's being followed around by people obviously from the opposing side who are around him with bullhorns. Again guys, this is live on the ground coverage of the events unfolding here at the University of Berkeley, and already it's only 10 a.m. here. The event is supposed to start off at noon. At noon this event is supposed to start off. The police have already mobilized over there, but I do have to say a significant number of less police officers than there was for Ben Shapiro, and obviously this event will be more heated, more dangerous than the Ben Shapiro event, since many protesters, many Antifa members, we're hearing, flew here just to be for Free Speech Week, which was canceled and very disorganized by Milo Yiannopoulos. Again, during this broadcast, I'm going to try to read some of the comments during some of the downtimes here. Right now, the situation is slowly escalating, and this is hours before it's supposed to start. Your super chats is a way of donating and sustaining this independent media broadcast. To be out here for you as an independent media organization, so your super chats are greatly appreciated for this broadcast.
You stand for deporting immigrants. Illegal aliens. Yes, I stand for deporting illegal aliens. They're not immigrants. They're not immigrants. No, they're illegal. They don't have the right. If you're not here legally, you don't have the right to be here.
Okay. You have law and order, people. You don't follow law and order.
So, as you could say, there's a few Trump supporters. There's already a number of people who are masked up. It looks like the crowd is majority of people who are anti-Milo.
WeAreChange?
Yeah.
Right on, dude.
Appreciate it. We got the empty tent out here. You can see the guys out here. So, as you can see, there's a very small number of riot police here and here. They have very strict rules on entering the campus, as you can see. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. So you could see some police officers mobilized here. There's a crowd of about 50, 75 people here. This is the sign that they have with anyone who wants to enter the University of Berkeley here today. I don't want to stand too close behind these police officers, so I'm just going to show you the sign here. That's the sign with the prohibited items that are not allowed in to Sproul Plaza, where the Milo Yiannopoulos speech is supposed to happen at 12. But right now, we heard counter-protests are mobilizing at 10. As soon as we got down here, already we were seeing some confrontations between the left and the right. Hold on, let me get my monopod out here. Sargon of Akkad is also out here. We're gonna try to get a comment from him. Let me set up my monopod so I could get you guys better video footage of the events here. But share this broadcast with your friends and family members. I'm gonna do that right now on my Facebook page and Twitter page. Hold on one second. All right, let me put on my gear. I have my gear out here as well. All right, just shared it off to my Facebook and Twitter audience so people know that I'm live. Again, looks like some Trump supporters are trying to get in here. Protesters are trying to stop them.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. 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 No KKK, no fascist USA.
It always sucks to be the last one with the children.
So it looks like the cops have even blocked off the entry into Sproul Plaza right now, and they're not letting anyone in and out of the venue. They're setting up metal detectors right now.
Immigrants were welcome here. We don't want to be out.
So it looks like these are some supporters here. Obviously, officers are armed with less lethal munitions, as you can see by the police officer in front of us. But already the situation here is extremely tense. All right, so it looks like we got a good upstream going on here. Already the very beginnings here of the protest.
I mean, we can have a debate. Like, let's have a conversation about how to fight fascism right now. But they're not going to join in. By the way, I think you misunderstood me. I just meant film.
No, I know. It's alright. Let's just go ahead. It was about
Oh, yeah.
Sargon, how are you, brother?
Hey, man. Hello, dude.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, nice to see you.
I'm live, just so you know.
Oh, hey,
I'm on the WeAreChange YouTube channel.
Yeah,
live.
Nice to see you again.
How are you,
I've
brother?
been called a fascist twice.
I was gonna ask you, how are you out here? How's everything going
Yeah,
on?
everything's going great. I bumped into Yvette Falaka, which was funny. She gave me some serious side eye, which was funny.
Did you have any conversations with her? Or
No.
any interesting debates?
No, I asked the communists why they cared about the body counts of capitalism, and they decided to start chanting "No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA" and march off.
Yeah,
which
there's-
means I won.
Yeah, there's a lot of chanting happening here
Yeah.
with anyone who has a MAGA hat. They just kind of surround them
Yeah.
and start bullhorning them. But this
I
is
wish
still
I'd got
just
MAGA hat.
this is still just the very beginning of it all.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I know you probably came down for Free Speech Week for this entire
I
event,
was trying,
and
yeah.
everyone's like, "What just happened with Milo?" It's a little bit confusing. It's a little bit of a cluster,
Yes,
to
it
say
is,
the
yeah.
least. But you're obviously going to be shooting videos for your YouTube channel.
Well, yeah. This guy's the fascist witch hunter. He's the one who finds the fascists. You can sniff them out at 1,000 yards. You know? He's like, fascist. You know, no, he knows.
Yeah.
You know? But it's been interesting so far.
Yeah, and it's only going to get more interesting.
I got to shake Yvette Falaka's hand.
Okay.
Albeit I was undercover as Sam, but now she recognized me, and now she won't even say hi. But I shook her hand after they doxed me, though, which is the funniest part of that whole thing. They had my face posted all over flyers and all that. I still managed to get in.
Someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, I met your fake person." He had a selfie with him, and then he sucked easy. And I was like, "Okay, how did you get that?"
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this whole thing is very amusing. And the people who aren't like Antifa are very nice. The Antifa people are not very nice.
Yeah. As you can see right here with a guy just being surrounded.
Oh yeah, they weren't even letting me say hi to her. And we used to be such great friends, me and her.
Yep. Check. Refuse fascism is in the house. We're out here today to call out this fascist, racist, white supremacist, pig Milo, and all his fascist troll followers. These are nothing but a bunch of sycophants for the Trump regime. This brother right here has got the "Make America Great Again" hat. You're trying to make America racist again. What's that? I'm not gonna hand you the mic. We're out here speaking out against Milo, against Trump, against these fascist trolls that are invading this campus. They are targeting Berkeley because Berkeley stands against everything that this fascist Trump regime stands for. Berkeley stands for science. The Trump regime is a bunch of know-nothing climate change deniers. Berkeley stands for multiculturalism. These motherfuckers over here are a bunch of white supremacist pigs. Donald Trump is a white supremacist to the core. Donald Trump said that there was very fine people on the side of those torch-bearing white supremacists in Charlottesville. Donald Trump is a motherfucking fascist, and we're out here to call out his whole regime and all their little intellectual operatives and their fascist stormtroopers that are targeting Berkeley. These little people don't give a damn about free speech. They don't give a damn about Colin Kaepernick's right to get down on his knees and go like this against white supremacy, against police murder after murder after murder after murder of black and Latino people. They want to throw people that so-called disrespect the flag in prison. They want to take away their citizenship. We are out here today to say hell no to these fascists that are trying to normalize legitimize white supremacy, that are trying to legitimize misogyny and racism on this college campus as part of consolidating fascism all across this country. So that's why we're calling on people to stand up against Milo. Hell fucking no is Milo gonna have a rally on Sprout Plaza in the name of free speech. No fucking way. Over our bodies is that gonna happen. And we're out here today to announce to the world that on November 4th, mark that on your calendar, November 4th is the day that we are coming out in the streets, and we are not gonna leave until Trump and Pence and their whole fascist regime are gone.
Yo, what's up, Berkeley in the house? Are we gonna let the fascists march on our campus? Are we gonna let the white supremacists march on our campus? Does Berkeley have a history of resistance? Do we stand up in the name of the people? We're out here today in the proud history of UC Berkeley, proud to stand against white supremacy, proud to say no, we are not going to let these flag-wearing, Trump-supporting fascists take over this campus as their whole bid to take over this country. We've seen what's happened in just a few months of this Trump-Pence regime, how they brought down attacks against trans people, and how Milo is coming on this campus to out and attack transgendered students. We've seen how they have attacked immigrants and the DACA students and youth. Over 800,000 people are now on the chopping block to be taken out and deported like some kind of slaves. Over 11 million undocumented. This is the kind of country they want. This is the American fascism that they stand for. And we're out here today standing with millions and millions of people across this country to say hell no. In the name of, we refuse to accept a fascist America. And that means we put our bodies on the line. We put our voices on the line. We're out here to say no. Over our bodies will we let these fascists take over. We should have never let them take the White House, and it's got to be the people that kick them out, that drive them out of these campuses, out of this country, out of this fucking planet. In the name of the people of this world, for the people of North Korea now living in fear of annihilation, in the name of all the black young people, men and women murdered every day with no justice in the streets, in the name of the immigrants, every day coming home worried, are their families going to be there, their mothers and fathers ripped away? Why? Because they decide they need to work in this country. We say hell no. We will not accept a fascist America. November 4th.
What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you. A lot of fans here of WeAreChange on both sides. As you can see, the riot police have somewhat mobilized, but yet again, very interestingly, a lot less significant than what we saw during the Ben Shapiro rally. The Ben Shapiro rally, we saw a lot more police officers. This is very limited compared to what we saw here on the streets just a few days ago when we were out here covering the Ben Shapiro event. As you can see, that's the full crowd in front of me. And already there's shoving, pushing back and forth between individuals. Sargon of Akkad is also out here. A lot of people with MAGA hats are out here. And already there's confrontations happening between the two that are not ending. And this is only the beginning. Again, super chats are appreciated to support real independent media.
Queers and trans people are forced in the closet.
There's really no debate happening at all. Just a lot of shoving and pushing and screaming at each other.
Ourselves, us, are going to be in the way. We're going to stand up and refuse to let them have this campus.
Mic check. Mic check.
No Trump. No ICE.
Mic check.
Berkeley is a sanctuary. No Trump. No ICE. 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 Berkeley is a sanctuary. No Trump. No ICE.
No to fascism.
Berkeley is a sanctuary. No Trump.
No to deportations and war. I want to give a shout out to By Any Means Necessary for being out here today. Let's hear it for them. I want to give a shout out to all the students who are out here today to say no to fascism in America. I want to call on everybody who stands against fascism to gather around this microphone. We are going to share this mic. We are going to have a speak out. We are going to stand together. Bring your signs. Bring your signs. Stand together. And we are going to hold this space. We are going to say no, and we are going to get ready to say hell no when the fascists try to take this
How's it going?
Good.
Because this
How's
is
it
not
going?
just about
Think it's gonna be a shit show today?
This is about
It already is.
That's true.
America. And we refuse to allow that. We stand with Colin Kaepernick and the NFL players taking a knee today. We stand with everybody standing up against white supremacy. And RefuseFascism.org is calling on everybody to stand strong today and to get organized to drive the Trump-Pence regime from power beginning November 4th. I'm going to have more to say in a few minutes, but I want to introduce Yvette Falarka, who is going to share some words with you. She is with By Any Means Necessary. Give her some love. And all y'all who are against fascism, gather around. Let's have one mic, one space. Let's do this together.
First, I'm Yvette Falarka. I'm with the Coalition to Defend Affirmative Action, Integration, and Immigrant Rights, and fight for equality by any means necessary. And we are holding a protest here today, and we are calling for everyone, students and community members from all over the Bay Area, Berkeley, Oakland, Richmond, El Sereno, you name it, San Jose. I am so glad everyone is out here, and we urge more people to come out here, because we outnumber these white supremacists. They are
So very interestingly,
right now because they're losing. Because their president is losing.
the police are not letting anyone in on the campus.
Without some kind of racist crap coming and spilling out of it. And he's discrediting himself. And he's discrediting all of his supporters. All he stands on is racism. All he stands on is immigrant bashing and xenophobia. And the majority of people in this nation say no to that and reject that. We in this community are proud to
Berkeley is a sanctuary. No Trump, no ICE. Berkeley is a sanctuary. No Trump, no ICE. Berkeley is a
and we are committed to defending each other and defending those gains by any means necessary. So today, Milo Yiannopoulos and his white supremacist stupid supporters are going to see if they can get together so they can try to attack people in this community the way that they have over and over and attempted to, whether it was in Sacramento where they stabbed 9 people, or whether it was in Charlottesville where some of the stupid racist trolls who hate women then felt strong enough to run over and murder a young woman named Heather Hayer. We promise and commit we will not let Berkeley become another Charlottesville. Never again will we let any member of our community who is representing real democracy and real equality be murdered or attacked.
No Trump.
Trump is here. No fascist USA. No Trump is here. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump.
No KKK. No fascist USA. Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA.
How you been, bro? Good to see you, man.
No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA.
Part of this nation. We are here to KKK.
No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist 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 USA. No Trump.
Yeah, as you can see, very good articulate points made by both sides. The discussion is really interesting here. Lots of ball horns, lots of speaking. Definitely a lot more anti-Milo protesters than pro-Milo protesters out here. Police officers are moving over there. Again, very little police officers. This is going to be a recipe for disaster when everyone shows up. This is going to be, I already know covering these events. I covered these events for a very long time. You can kind of know when a situation is going to get bad. This situation is most likely going to get bad. We're police officers arming themselves with zip ties. Those zip ties are used for mass arrests that happen during major protests. So the police officers are already getting the zip ties ready. And again, significantly lower number of police officers than we saw during the Ben Shapiro event. We saw a lot more police officers here for Ben Shapiro, and this is more of a tumultuous event. This is more of a high-risk event than, of course, the Ben Shapiro event. So, yeah, this is going to get very interesting.
Against misogyny, against xenophobia, against transphobia.
It will be very interesting to see how the Berkeley PD responds today.
Listen up, y'all. It is a beautiful thing that you are out here today. It feels good to stand against fascism. Am I right? Am I right? We're going to stand together, and I want to say a few things about this. Mic check. They want to say that this is an issue of free speech.
Again, lots of arguments, lots of screaming, lots of pushing and shoving. The bullhorn going off here. There's already a number of people who are masked up. There's a number of people already in helmets.
Milo Yiannopoulos calls Donald Trump dead. He's a salivating sycophant for a Trump-led regime in power. And that regime is threatening the world with nuclear annihilation. That regime is threatening our people if they take a knee against the national anthem. They don't care about free speech.
This is my gimbal.
Hey, check it out right here. I got my brother wearing the number 7 Colin Kaepernick jersey right here. Put your fist in there, brother. Right on. And we got a bunch of red, white, and blue no-nothings over here. They probably support the police here. That's the flag that those cops have on their uniform when they're gunning down people like Mike Brown, people like Amy Lopez, people like Oscar Grant. So what we're gonna do together, everyone that is against fascism.
So the police are not letting anyone in to Sproul Plaza right now. And here's a list of all the things that they're not letting in. They're not letting in fruits or vegetables, any umbrellas, any monopods, any laser pointers, any balloons, any packages, any book bags. Very strict restrictions on where to get into Sproul Plaza.
They won't even allow Pepsi in.
Not even Pepsi.
The soda of peace.
Did they say soda or Pepsi specifically?
They won't even allow Pepsi. Pepsi is the soda of peace.
There you go. Yeah, so that's the sign here.
This is for Derek Jones. This is for Brownie Pope.
We're going to keep moving around
This is for
to see
Sandra
the
Bland.
confrontations that are happening.
This is for Trayvon Martin. This is for Jose Buenrostro. This is for all the victims of police murder that Donald Trump. Stand up, y'all. Stand up. We're not going to let them rush us right now. We are not going to let them rush us. We are standing strong. We are not violent, but we are not backing down.
We are not backing down. We are standing up against fascism. We're not going to let them provoke us. We are taking a knee, y'all. Take a knee, back on your knee. For Colin Kaepernick, put your fist in the air. Stand strong. Don't back down. We're out here today to say no to white supremacy, to say no to misogyny, to say no to Milo and Coulter. Steve Bannon, but fascist so-called free speech week that has nothing to do with free speech and has everything to do with normalizing fascism.
Ho ho! Right-wing bigots, got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho!
We say no to the fascist so-called free speech week that is about normalizing and legitimizing white supremacy. We're here today standing with the brave football players, the entire Baltimore Ravens, and the other team in London today that took a knee in protest of Donald Trump and his fascist threats against NFL players. We are here today standing up against Milo, but we are getting organized to drive that bum out of the White House, as LeBron James called him. So I want you guys to say this with me too. Throw the bomb out! 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 LeBron James was right when he tweeted about Trump. The bomb. It is no honor to go to that White House. It is no honor to suck up to that fascist orange monster in the White House. Steph Curry was right. And Milo is a disgusting sycophant when he calls Trump his daddy, when he calls Steve Bannon his uncle. What a disgusting little fascist troll Milo Yiannopoulos is, sucking up to the fascist regime in the White House that is terrorizing our immigrant brothers and sisters.
That is Yvette Perlarca right now.
Muslims.
No Trump! No KKK!
No fascist USA! No Trump!
No KKK! No fascist USA!
No Trump!
No KKK! No fascist USA!
No Trump!
No KKK! No fascist USA!
No Trump!
No KKK! No fascist USA!
No Trump!
No KKK! No fascist USA!
No Trump!
No KKK! No fascist USA!
Already some punches exchanged. More police officers moving in this way. Here are the riot police moving in. Already the arguments and shoving and screaming at each other has escalated into the street. traffic is blocked a little bit. Police officers mobilizing over there.
Push them away, back into the dustbin of history, into the pain they call out of. We're not going back to Jim Crow. We ain't going back to slavery. We ain't going back to times when students had to be in fear of their lives. And that's what they want. They want the trans.
And of course, we're all here waiting for Milo Yiannopoulos, who said he's going to be here at 12.
And to speak up on these mics. They want the black students to be non-existent or harassed or in their jails. We are the people out here standing against white supremacy, standing against misogyny, standing against xenophobia, standing against fascism. This is the right side of history. That people of conscience all over this country and the world are saying no. You have to refuse to live in a fascist America. And that means taking a stand.
Pro-Milo people are standing here next to the police. So there's a number of barricades set up here.
Standing up against white supremacy, standing up against fascism. The free speech movement was born.
With, of course, a metal detector. And this is where the Milo Yiannopoulos speech is supposed to happen. But right now, the whole entry is blocked off. And there's few sporadic riot police officers within this area. Again, most likely, if they do start letting people in, I will not be allowed in because I do have a monopod. I do have a helmet on me. I do have a gas mask in me. Those are the rules to get in there.
Refuse fascism says November 4th. The people need to come out in the streets and stay in the streets. That starts today with the people on this campus standing up strong, saying, I refuse to accept a fascist America. Today I'm proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with Colin Kaepernick. I'm proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with Bam. I'm proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with all the students who came out on this campus to speak out to the resistors.
I don't know if you guys could hear the argument.
To Los Angeles, to Berkeley right here. And this is the movement that the people need. Standing up, not letting them have our parks in Berkeley. Not letting them have a downtown center. Not letting them march with their squad.
Hey, he's been preaching this America First shit. How do you
They call people faggots.
He's been preaching the America First message for 30 years. That is not racist. No, that is not racist.
Statement that Mexico is sending murderers and rapists. How do you explain that, you fucking idiot?
Hey, I said that he's only referring to drug cartels and the MS-13.
Black get murdered in the streets and no justice to ever be had. It's normal for the head of this country, Donald Trump and Pence, to apologize and defend white supremacist murderers in Charlottesville. It's normal every day that they're doing. We have to say we won't allow it to be normal on this campus. And if they try to show us here, that people are going to show up in our hundreds, millions to our thousands, and we're going to drive them off.
Having any interesting... Did you see her? Eventful Uncle's out there.
She was right next to me earlier, giving me some furious side eye. Like, just like... And the thing is, I was just recording someone else, and she was just wandering around in front of me. I'm like, God, she's going to start punching me, isn't she? You know? I was thinking, is it feminist to punch her back? I think it would be pretty anti-feminist if I just didn't do anything. So yeah, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, she's around, like all around.
She curves me for a photo. I go behind her, I'm like, Yvette, and she looks me right in the eyes and then turns around and walks away. I needed that ironic photograph.
I was going to say, you're not obviously a fascist. I mean,
yeah, very clearly, yeah.
I guess you're white, so that kind of doesn't help.
Automatically. Also,
yeah.
This is the most ballsy thing I think I've ever seen.
very amusing so far.
So I met
Amusing is
Campbell.
one way of describing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's I haven't seen a black bloc turn up, which is good. There are lots of cops around, which is very good.
There was actually a lot more for Ben Shapiro.
But they didn't do anything because there are a lot of cops. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm hoping the same thing will be today.
Well, there's some scouts. There's some black bloc scouts over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's a couple of people masked up down over there.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
They're not going to come close, though.
Yeah, they're moving away from the police and wearing.
It's still early days yet. Still early days.
Yeah. I mean, I see it getting bad. There was a rally yesterday where 300 of them came up and they were all masked up, and so. Yeah, it's getting that time. It's already 11:17, so I guess 45 minutes. But the police are not letting anyone in.
Somebody put up like anti-terrorist signs the other day, and then we legit got emails from the school saying that it was a hate crime.
For anti-terrorist signs?
Yeah, wait, I can find it. I forget who retweeted it, but hate crime Berkeley. Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah,
I can't find it.
only gonna get interesting.
My Twitter feed.
Yeah, it's just like tumultuous confrontations after confrontations with autistic screaming from both sides. It's like, oh, you can't even hear anything because of the loudspeaker. All right, guys, so that was Sargon of Akkad. He runs another YouTube channel. It looks like there's more shoving and pushing happening.
Take a stand. Take a stand against Trump and Pence and his fascist regime. And that means taking a stand against all of his supporters and his mouthpiece and his followers that come on his campus and try to bring their lives in our faces and tell us to stand for what America is. What is America to people around this world and in this country? The reason that
Hey guys, feel free to screenshot some of the photos from this live feed. Tweet them at me at WeAreChange. Getting a lot of incredible footage here of just a divide and conquer agenda. It's happening between the left and right on an extremely intense level. The police officers have moved in to separate this crowd together. Seems like an extremely difficult job for the police department.
USA! 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 USA!
It's only a matter of time. We got more police officers moving in this way.
The police are mobilizing. They're mobilizing because there are more of us than there are of them. Because the people today, students and community members, are saying resoundingly with a full authority that we will not allow them to take this.
Hey brother, what made you bring this sign?
This sign?
Wait, I gotta show it to the camera.
White supremacist venom.
The guy has the same Bitcoin equals free speech. Fuck fiat Bitcoin.
Fiat is a money that all fiat means is that it's been approved by the government. The government's proven to ruin our money. Big bankers and all kinds of the monetary system's destroyed. This gives us control. This gives you personally control over your own dollar, your own money, so that you can spend it. The easiest way to get Bitcoin is Coinbase.com. The easiest way to send Bitcoin is take that thing right there.
How does someone start getting Bitcoin?
The best way to start getting Bitcoin is Coinbase. It's not safe, but put your money through Coinbase out of your bank, then get it on a hardware wallet as soon as possible. Free yourself from the monetary system before they take it away from you, man.
Are you on any side here?
No. I'm on the freedom. I'm on the freedom of money, for our sovereignty of money. I'm also for freedom of social media. This is blockchain social media. It's called Steemit.com.
I'm already on there, and because of Steemit and Bitcoin, this independent media operation could run. And if it wasn't for Bitcoin and your donations, we wouldn't be here.
So Steemit. So you know about Steemit.com?
That's a friendly message for the cryptocurrency awakening.
What it's all about blockchain and decentralizing, so we get our power back. We get our power to speak on social media and our power to use our money. It's a beautiful thing, man. All this wouldn't happen if we had more blockchain in our lives.
Thank you. I hope the audience heard you.
Hey, what's your name?
Rudkowski of WeAreChange. WeAreChange.
WeAreChange?
Find me on Steemit.
WeAreChange.
Yeah.
Spelled out how I think?
Yeah.
I'm Happy Money Man.
Okay.
Hey,
thank
nice to
you,
meet
Happy Money Man.
Yeah, you're my first person I met in person, dude.
Awesome.
It's a pleasure, dude.
I'm on Steemit too. It's a great platform.
Really? Nice.
Hey.
Life moved by Steam. Happy Money Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what was it again?
WeAreChange.
I've seen you.
Awesome.
Brad, I'll tell you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice to meet a fellow Steamian.
Nice to
Brandon,
meet
they're
you.
closing up. We gotta get in.
Sorry for that little disruption, but I do like the cryptocurrency world and blockchain technology, and I am more optimistic about it, especially since YouTube cut most of our advertising, and it was the Bitcoin community that made sure that we could continue our operation.
It's about critical thinking. It's about resistance to tyranny. It's about resistance to fascism.
A few Black Bloc members down over there.
I don't care what hole they crawled out of, what cave that they want to support Trump and Pence for. In the last 150, 180 days, this has been the most devastating regime on the face of this planet. Rolling back any kind of protections for this environment.
Charlottesville, never again. Charlottesville, never again. Charlottesville, never again. Charlottesville, never again.
So you got one side chanting USA, the second side chanting Charlottesville, never again.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you, brother. Alright, I'm gonna have to get my battery pack going just to make sure that this stream never dies. So give me a second while I'll set that up. Alright, so give me a second as I make sure my battery pack is plugged in. So it looks like the number of Trump supporters and the number of anti-Trump supporters there have about equalized. As obviously everyone's waiting for the 12 p.m. Milo Yiannopoulos rally that's supposed to happen here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Why are you here today?
Huh?
Why are you here today?
Reporting.
Oh, reporting?
Yep.
What have you seen today?
The usual.
The usual?
Bunch of screaming back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Get out! Zora Taylor! Get out! Zora Taylor! Get out! Zora Taylor! Get out!
We're not gonna hurt them.
Looks like more confrontations are happening over there that we're going to go to right now. Police officers are moving people back. Let me make sure the lens is clean. Hold on 1 second.
Is this the Trump shirt?
The guy with a Trump shirt walking around. Of course, many people are predicting a riot will happen here. It looks like a Trump supporter just getting surrounded and pushed around.
Hey, stop pushing us! Hey, you're stepping on my foot!
Looks like the guy with the Trump hat's just going towards the police. Police officers have started moving people back. Some of the protesters are standing in their way.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK.
Let me ask some of the questions here.
No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump.
Again, guys, I appreciate the super chats that allows me to be out here and work independently without any corporate or government control. Because you are watching unfiltered, real independent media. Putting ourselves on the line. There's some guys trying to debate somebody.
Right-wing fascists go away, ho ho! Hey hey!
Right-wing fascists, go away, ho ho. Hey, hey.
I think that's one of the guys.
Hey, hey. Right-wing fascists, go away, ho ho.
Back off.
Hey, hey.
I'm defending myself.
Fascists,
I'm
go
defending
away,
myself.
ho,
Oh, that's the defending
I'm
yourself
defending
guy.
myself.
Right-wing
I'm defending myself. I'm defending myself. I'm defending myself. I'm defending
Looks like one
myself.
person's being arrested.
I'm defending myself.
One person's being arrested. Police have just arrested this guy.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA.
Police officers are taking the situation more seriously now, as we're seeing 2 arrests just unfold right now, and them shutting down the loudspeaker that is here by, of course, the anti-Milo protesters. Police officers will also shove some of the people back over here. 2 arrests have been made. One guy saying he was defending himself. It looked like the guy saying he was defending himself was actually going after an anti-Milo protester who was telling him not to ride his bike on the sidewalk. The police officers are moving everyone back. Protesters are sitting down on the ground.
Sorry, I got distracted.
So 2 arrests already, and the police took away the sound system from the protesters against the Milo thing. So 2 arrests so far.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good, 2 arrests. It was the same guy in the original Berkeley video who was saying he's defending himself.
Right, okay.
There was an original Facebook video of a guy here ripping down the Milo sign and saying he's defending himself.
Yeah.
He was going against another Milo protester because he was riding his bike here, and then he just again put up his fist and saying he's going to defend himself, and the cops moved in and made 2 arrests so far. But now we're looking like these anti-Milo people. I don't know how else to describe them. It's like some of them are communists, some of them are socialists. So it's important to have like a good description of them. Left, I would just say left, the left-wing protesters and the right-wing attendees, because they're not even protesting.
No, they're just enjoying being American.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like the left-leaning protesters, they're dwindling down in numbers. And it probably will. No, it probably will be bigger because Antifa still hasn't showed up.
Yeah.
And there's at least 300 of them from yesterday, so you can only imagine what's going to show up today.
Yeah.
But so far, it looks about equal numbers from the left and right wing people.
No Nazis, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Nazis, no KKK, no fascist.
So police are going after amplified sound, and they're taking away people's bullhorns. Yeah,
my ears are starting.
There's an ordinance here that they cannot use amplified sound.
Right, okay.
And that's why the police are enforcing that right now, and they're taking away the bullhorns from the people who are using them. And now finally, everyone's ears get a rest.
Yeah, my God, my ears are killing me.
Yeah. Well, there's an ordinance here saying that they cannot use amplified sound.
Oh, no shit.
So now the police are going to everyone with a bullhorn or amplified sound and taking it away from them. There's one person trying to make sure that their sign wasn't taken. Thank you.
Nazi scum!
off our streets. Nazi scum 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 off our streets. Maybe you guys can talk about it. Let's off our streets. Maybe he has Nazi scum. Shut up. Off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Fuck off, Proud Boys. Fuck off, Proud Boys.
I'm standing right here. I'm standing right here. If you want to push him,
I wouldn't push him. I wouldn't push him. You guys, I wouldn't push him.
When you just stand your ground and they come up and assault you.
Nazi scum off our streets. 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 Nazi scum off our streets.
I might violate.
Off our streets. Nazi scum 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 off our streets.
Let's hug it out.
Off our streets. Nazi scum 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 off our streets. Nazi scum.
Hug it out.
Off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets.
Judge won't like this.
Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum
Off our streets.
Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets. Nazi scum off our streets.
So yeah, as you can see, lots of civil discussion happening here. As you can see, dialogue being exchanged. Yeah. What time is it right now? I'm trying to check the phone. 11:45. So we still got 15 minutes when reportedly Milo Yiannopoulos is going to supposedly show up here. I don't know if you will. We're still not seeing any major presence of Antifa. It's still very unpredictable here. The situation is very tense. There's already a lot of shoving, small punches, cursing happening. The police have decided to take this more seriously. They just got rid of a lot of the amplified sound so people could finally hear each other talk. Cal Chapman, bass stickman, just arrived on the situation, on the scene here. Which is going to, of course, lead to a very interesting interaction between him and some of the protesters here.
Fuck you, Carl Chapman!
Some more scumbag Nazis.
off our streets, Nazi scum, 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 off our streets, off our streets, Nazi scum, 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 off our streets, Nazi scum. Somebody needs a hug. You want a hug? Nazi scum, off our streets, Nazi scum, off our streets, Nazi scum, off our streets, Nazi scum, off our streets.
It's a little bit difficult to shoot there. Media showing up. Police helicopters flying overhead right now. So yeah, we're seeing the usual confrontation, the usual civil discourse.
Nazi scum! Off our streets! 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 Nazi scum! Off our streets!
I'm already pretty tired, and this hasn't even begun. So it looks like police officers have even set up cement barricades down the street of Telegraph. They set up a little perimeter here. But as you can see behind me, there's a construction vehicle moving in cement barricades behind me. Looks like they're gonna close off the street here. Yep, they definitely closed off Baumcroft Way, which is the main street down here leading to everything. As you can see, just autistics screaming at each other. Yeah, the usual. If you guys have any comments, I'll answer some of them now. I need a little break from running around. It's really hot out here as well. A lot of comments, a lot of people watching. I really appreciate all you guys watching and supporting real independent media. If it wasn't you guys watching, sharing, donating, crap, I would not be able to be here. And because of you, I am. And I can see by some of the comments I'm reading that the conversation is just as heated in the comment section as it is here in the streets. Luke, people are asking me.
Let me ask you, Luke.
Go ahead, brother.
You know that the Trump administration has had the highest representation at Bilderberg of any administration, right?
Of course.
Okay, so how do you feel about that?
Not good. I've been calling out Trump for that for a very long time.
For how long? Because I don't remember that from you, man.
Okay, no. You have your point of view. But in December of last year, I said Trump is meeting with Kissinger. Be very careful. Okay. The globalists
That's what I would have
have their
expected
tentacle.
from you.
That's what I did.
Recognize Kissinger right off the bat.
Oh,
and
it
go,
did.
What the fuck?
I did.
Like Alex has not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alex. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay with being on camera?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. Alex has totally went towards the Trump Kool-Aid and will protect him no matter what atrocious acts he does and make excuses for him. I've been extremely critical of him, especially with the Goldman Sachs globalist executives that really run his administration right now and are doing a worse job than Barack Obama did when it comes to American foreign policy. And I've been calling out his horrible foreign policy moves ever since he started making them.
So why are you so opposed to Antifa?
It's not that I'm opposed.
You have the same, you're against the same things they are.
I'm against power and authority. I'm against
Which
anyone.
They have none.
I understand.
They have none. They're young kids with masks on who have no authority.
I understand. No. I'm not making any arguments for or against.
But you have. I've watched a number of your videos, bro.
Give me one.
Right after the 15th, you posted some gnarly shit against you. You did.
I was a
And I
victim.
called you out on our show to come and talk to me about it.
And I most gladly will talk to you about it.
Because I would like that.
I have always been on the side of protesters.
Right. I know you have. I used to follow you really closely.
And
man.
I still am. And when police act unjustly, I report on it. But at the same time, when I'm seeing actions that hurt the entire movement, those actions need to be called out as well. I had piss thrown at me. I got jumped. Normally, naturally, a person, if that would happen to somebody else, would emotionally react and join the alt-right and join the right. I haven't. I still call it like it is. It hasn't swayed my core ideology and my core principles, which is always freedom, which is always liberty, which is always anti-authoritarian, anti-corporatist, and anti-government. And that's my stance, and I never changed it. But at the same time, I'm seeing some actions, especially from the left, that are going to kick it in the butt and destroy the entire movement.
Sure.
That should be about the bigger things that are happening.
I agree. We have to be very critical of, because I'm an anarchist. We talk a lot in the anarchist circles about diversity of tactics.
Exactly.
Okay? So, yes, there will be things that maybe a black bloc does sometimes that I'm like, that's not how I would have handled it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I want to throw the whole fucking baby out with the bathwater just because I broke some bank windows and punched a couple people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I haven't.
But you'll see in our far leftist circles, we're incredibly critical of moves from Black Bloc and Antifa.
Yeah.
But we just don't throw them out because we know that they've protected us on the street.
But as a journalist, it's not my decision to throw anybody out. It's my decision to call it like it happened.
No
and what
offense,
happened?
but I struggle with referring to you as a journalist.
Okay, no,
you are biased,
and I respect that.
And I'm biased, and I don't call myself a journalist.
And I let my main bias, and I let my audience know this when I talk to my audience and I do my channel. My main bias is, of course, anti-corporatist and anti-government always. And I'm always going to be skeptical of any power and authority and lean on the side of going against them. And I always have, and it never changed. And if you look at any disastrous Donald Trump policy, I've been calling it out exactly like it's been happening. Do I believe the Russia story is important? No. I think it's crap. I think what he's doing right now in Syria, what he's doing with Iran, what he's doing in Yemen, North Korea, Venezuela, which I called and predicted and said, watch, now because Venezuela made moves against the U.S. petrodollar, now Donald Trump's going to go against them. And then just a few days later, Donald Trump is saying, we need freedom and democracy in Venezuela. And how did that ever work out with anybody? So I've been extremely critical of Donald Trump. Please take a look at the channel and watch all of it. When he was running, I was calling out his anti-establishment promises.
You told me that you're against Trump,
but
I want you to come on my show and we'll talk about Antifa.
Okay,
so Punks for Progress. Most of you will hate us.
Yeah. But this is.
Let's come on and let's talk about it.
But I appreciate you having the dialogue with me because some people don't even want to have the dialogue and don't even want to understand. I've never changed, but my enemies always do change. Whether it's the media, the government, some protesters.
They know how to transform themselves and repackage themselves and sell us that on some new thing that's the same old goddamn thing.
Exactly. And we have to be careful as a movement of police infiltration of protesters that incite violence and allow the police state to come in. And that's been my main critical point of Antifa. And I've been recording how police officers have dressed up as them before and caused violence to make everyone look bad.
Anybody can put on a black bandana and a hoodie.
And then dismiss the real legitimate concerns that people should have with government as, oh, look at these guys, their debate, their whole argument, their whole cause, their whole purpose is nothing. But in reality, when you look and listen to a lot of the people protesting, they have a lot of reason to protest. There's a lot of legitimate concerns, but sadly those concerns are muddied by actions sometimes of the state and sometimes of irresponsible people.
About their actions piled on top of that.
Exactly.
You have to filter through a lot of lies about what Antifa is. And we got sold a lot of lies on what the alt-right was, and then Charlottesville made people go, oh, they are a bunch of fascist, militant, horrible, violent people. But then they still haven't, clued in that, well, you also bought from the same people that those were good people, you bought the line, not you, but that bought the line that Antifa is somehow evil. And they haven't let that go.
Yeah.
And that's what's bothering me, is they won't apply the same critical thinking now to what Antifa is. Because you're not going to have a long list of murders committed by Antifa. You don't. You have the guy that shot the senators who trolled for Bernie for a minute or something, and now everyone wants to say, see, Antifa has a murder. Well, he's not Antifa because he supported Bernie, right? So there's all these misconceptions. right at the election, we on the left called all the Trump supporters Nazis. And I didn't. I was going, no, there's Trump supporters and there's Nazis and there's differences. But we're not getting that. Like from the alt-right, we're all Antifa.
But it's important to note here that when you start calling a lot of people who are Nazis and not Nazis, you take away that power from that word, and you delegitimize the real.
I organized with the people that are putting this on, and it does bother me that they use Nazi and white supremacy too much. There's Nazis and white supremacists here, but they're not all Nazis and white supremacists. Some of them are just some of them are just misogynists, or they just hate gay people. I mean, they're all bigots.
Well, it's a big mix because you have some people from the LGBT community on their side. The muddying of the waters is, I believe, the destruction of civil discourse, and we've been seeing a hyper sensationalization of that, especially with biased media organizations like Alex Jones and other people on the left as well, like Salon, who are just generalizing this so much, when in reality the truth is a lot more detailed than just they're bad and they're good. But that's how they divide us, and that's how they thrive on each other, by building up the powers against each other. And more stupid people get all the attention now, instead of the real causes, the real issues that really matter to people, that could make a difference if we all come together. Because in reality, I think there's a lot to see in common between a lot of these movements. Whether it's the anti-war stance,
we all lost our goddamn jobs. We're all suffering. We're all hungry. We don't know if our kids are going to have a future. It doesn't matter if we're a Republican or Democrat. We have those same concerns.
The middle class is being destroyed. The poorer class are becoming more and more. Our food and water supply is being poisoned. Corporations are able to do what the hell they want. Big government's coming in and enabling them, giving them government subsidies. It's socialism for the super rich and capitalism for somebody else. And it's even quasi-capitalism that's happening here. And I've been calling it out from day one, because it's all a rigged system that thrives on dividing and conquering. So we fight each other instead of saying, hey, we actually don't like the war. We don't like 80% of our taxes going to defense spending, which is really offensive spending. We don't like Monsanto getting government subsidies, or Google getting government subsidies. We don't like the police state that is encroaching and taking more power away and more civil liberties away from us every single day. These people agree. We don't like Goldman Sachs.
What do you think about the cops taking the PA system that was standing right here? Did you see that? That the cops came?
No, I reported on it, and they carted off the PA system. They got other people who had bullhorns, and they're going after people because of their ordinance of no amplified sound. So I've seen 2 people arrested so far because of that. What can you do? I mean, this is the realization of divide and conquer. Police officers with full military riot gear as Americans are fighting each other, when in reality they have more in common than they think. They're both anti-war. They're both anti-Goldman Sachs. They're both against the globalists, the banksters, the corporations taking it over. They both have the same issues. They both have the same problems. They both have to deal with an indebted system that is robbing and looting our people blind. And they both agree on that. But yet still here, they want to kill each other. And that's sad.
It is sad.
And that's why...
Well, maybe you and I can do something to fix that.
Well, I agree. Thank you for the dialogue. Of course, we won't agree on everything. Of
course not.
But I appreciate...
Let's talk more. Okay?
I appreciate the dialogue. Are you on Twitter?
Well, my partner in Punks for Progress does the Twitter. You can get me on the Facebook page.
Okay.
And then, of course, it's on YouTube.
Give me your Facebook page, because I like having this dialogue, and I think it's productive and important for all of us to communicate and talk to each other.
Give you some stuff.
Here you go.
Here, just pick those. That'll help you remember the podcast. You give me the phone.
There you go. All right, sorry, just getting some contact information over here. Hope you guys found that conversation interesting. We can find this conversation. Things after the amplified sound kind of went away. Things kind of calmed down here a little bit. But right now, I think it's past 12, and we still haven't seen Milo Yiannopoulos anywhere. I'm still saying he's not going to show up. But still, there's a lot more brewing than what we're actually seeing right now.
That's me, but it's not letting me in.
No worries. I'll message you, and then we'll stay in contact, and I appreciate the dialogue.
Thank you very much. Hey, this is Luke from WeAreChange. Check him out.
Awesome.
Maybe we don't hate each other.
All right. So, what do you guys think about that conversation? Let me know in the comment section below. I think it's important to talk to everyone and not be afraid to talk to anyone. I think it would be cool, people are saying. Oh lordy, the comment section is very interesting right now, to say the least. Okay. Yeah, people don't want conversations about what brings us together. People want the conflict, sadly, which is not really an optimistic sight by some of the comments that I'm seeing here. But it's okay. People will hate me, but I will never change the person I am. I will never change what I speak and what I represent. So it looks like the police are finally allowing people in.
Absolutely, just because she doesn't fight with your narrative.
So it looks like right now people are trying to go inside the free speech rally. Doesn't really look that free, to be honest with you. A lot of items have been banned. Pretty much you just have to walk in there with nothing except a cell phone. Kyle Chapman's giving some interviews here. I'm sorry, can I just get by you over here? Thank you.
This is their turf. People like me are not allowed here. People like me are not allowed to express my opinions or belief on their turf, on their liberal turf.
What are your thoughts on, like, Steve Bannon never publicly saying that he was coming, or Dameron, Google guy saying...
Police officers aren't allowed a bottle of water to even come in there. This is Kyle Chapman, base stickman.
You said you're a supporter of Milo. Why?
He's a great warrior, a great proponent for free speech, and he's an important tool. He's an important tool and an important person that we need to help dismantle the system of political correctness, which is stifled free speech all over the Western world.
Some of the protesters are trying to come in to the free speech event.
Which is what we need to do in this country if we're to restore free speech.
I tried to drop it before, but
Intellectual discourse. Political correctness has no place in a free society.
But do insult and provocation have a place in this society?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hate speech is protected speech. It's been upheld by the Supreme Court 5 different times.
What's your name, please?
Kyle Chapman.
So it looks like some of the protesters are blocking and not letting people walk in into the security zone.
The thin blue line, guys. We stand against these radical leftists. We stand against the radical leftists trying to infiltrate there. You're losing everything, Travis.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but this really doesn't look like a free speech rally.
Like her. What's your name?
Let me know if you agree in the comment section below.
I don't know yours. I know you're a radical leftist that hates this country. You're a communist that hates this country. She's going to try to disrupt the event. You're either going to have to do it now or later.
So it looks like the event will still be permitted to go on. Sadly, because of my monopod, I can't come into this event. And a bag. I have a bag. You can't have bags in this event. You can't have liquids. You can't have umbrellas. You can't have pretty much anything. You're like, the only thing they're allowing in here is literally just yourself and your cell phone. No cigarettes, no lighters, nothing. So very strict rules and regulations for the people who want to attend the free speech event. We're having some interesting dialogues happening here between protesters who do want to come into the free speech event. Of course, they have to go through metal detectors and be searched by Berkeley PD and Berkeley campus police officers and security guards here as well.
come in? We can't come in? Why? Why? Because our sign is against fascism?
Because you're a hater. You're
I
a
can't
hater.
hear you. I can't
You're
hear
a
you.
hater.
Not you, him.
I don't care. You're a hater.
Because why?
We're being ejected. What's the reason that
That's
we
a
can't
lie, and you
exercise
know it. We have it on film. We have it on film.
Obey or command.
You need to let people in standing against fascism. Not me personally.
You have failed to obey a command.
Not me
You
personally.
have failed
Because I
to
have this
obey
sign
a
here.
command.
This sign
You
here.
are a hater. You are failing to obey a command.
That is a lie, and
That's
you know
why
it.
you will
That is
not
a lie,
be
and
in.
you know
You hate free speech.
That is a lie, and you know
Why do you hate America?
They're gonna put you in prison. You know
Why do you
that.
hate America?
They're gonna put you in prison. They're gonna turn you out in prison. They're gonna turn you out in prison. They're gonna turn you out.
Because to Sprout Plaza. You're trying to shut it down. You're trying to shut it down. We're trying to exercise.
So the police are not letting certain people who are protesting Milo into the group.
Anti-Americans in.
No white supremacy. You guys are the fascists.
The crowd is growing over there.
You guys are the fascists.
I have all the same
You guys are, yeah, because this university administration tried to block it.
So it looks like
Yes, he
protesters
is.
are blocking the access to the free speech event. As you can see, a lot of people are trying to get in here.
Like that sticker, huh?
This cop just banned refuse fascism from coming into this rally right here.
It's because you're an idiot.
Every single fascist, white supremacist.
It's because you're an idiot.
With the police state, but they say it's about free speech. But
Hey,
if you're
little
speaking
boy.
out against Trump, if
Little
you're speaking
boy.
out against fascism, if you're speaking out against white supremacy, they ban you from this rally right here. RefuseFascism.org just got banned from this rally.
They're not letting you in. They're not letting you in. You scum.
Idiots.
Communist bitch. You're a communist. You're a communist. You showed your true colors yesterday all over the internet. Everybody watched you. So is that piece of shit on the sign.
Yeah, we got the numbers this time,
Hey,
guys.
little boy, I'm talking to you. Little boy, holding the
You
sign.
can't attack us with your flamethrowers and your wooden sticks.
Hey, little boy, holding the sign. Little boy. Little boy. All points bulletin for little boy fascist. APB for little boy fascist. Hey, little boy, look at me. Don't be scared. Little punk.
Lots of taunting going back and
Fucking
forth.
butt fuck you in a level 4 prison, bitch.
They're not letting them in.
Yeah. San Quentin, that's where you're going. I got something for you. What you gonna do with this cell, huh? You gonna wash my clothes? You gonna do my dinner? Huh? C57529, recognize.
To be ashamed of yourself. Would you say you wanted to do to me?
Come on over this way.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You were saying a minute ago you want to butt fucking in prison.
No, they did that.
Bragging about raping you. You think that's a brilliant
No, I said what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna do that to you in prison too. They're gonna turn you out in prison too. They're gonna turn you out. You better call your mom. You better call your mom. You're not bailing her. Trump! Trump! Trump!
Fuck Trump!
Trump! Trump! Trump!
Fuck Trump!
Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump! Trump!
Fuck you, Trump!
Throwing a beach ball down over there.
Fascism is. Read a book.
I love you, Trump.
I wonder how long this team is going. I'm gonna get the camera up so you guys can see an aerial view of what's happening here.
Lloyd! You're going to send me around. I'll find you inside. You're going to send me around with the camera.
I'm gonna get over there and hey brother, see ya. The guy has a lot of hula hoops. Hula hoop man is here. He's gonna give everyone hula hoops and hopefully everyone hula hoops.
I was trying to provide an outlet to break some of this tension up, but I don't think they're gonna let the hula hoops in there.
No, they're not letting anything in there. Bottled water, bags. You know,
you get people that are dehydrated though. They're more likely to fight. So I hope there's someone providing some water for these people.
Yeah,
it's hot in the sun. Where they're standing, there's not shade.
I mean, everyone could simply just do some cardiovascular exercise and
Thank you.
and then let go of all this tension. This guy has. Okay, I don't know what that sign means. Alrighty. Yep, so this is the free speech zone. Doesn't really look that free, to be honest with you. How are you?
If you're at all interested, if you go around this building, you get to there. There's still a barricade, but there's another section over there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. We're gonna get another angle. The Bitcoin guy is still out here. He's not on any side. He just wants everyone to get in on cryptocurrencies.
WeAreChange?
Yes.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Watch ya.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, at least some people don't hate me. What's on the other side?
You can just stand in front of the barricade. Like where everyone's standing against the wall, that's open to the public. So if you walk around, you can just stand there, but you can't really hear anything.
No.
And maybe I'll get a shotgun mic to my phone.
Dude, Luke, we tell you the same thing I told him.
Keep doing what you're doing. Always. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. I may need you later.
I hope not.
Yeah. The monopod really makes a heck of a difference.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
And the live view is awesome too.
You could go all the way in there. They still have the barricades set up. Everybody get a better shot. But a few arrests already.
I know, I saw.
All right, we're gonna go up here, get a different angle for you guys. That's the protesters. Awesome. Thanks for being out here. Appreciate it. It's better in real life.
Yeah, we were in the units and then we're like, now we should go to
Yeah. This guy has a sign saying he shaved his balls for this. That's pretty funny. Whew, I am exhausted. Have a good one. I'm gonna walk all the way over here, try to get another angle and shot. Alright, we're gonna try to get over the barricade. Can we go over there?
Technically,
probably shouldn't cross the barrier, but everyone's been doing it all day.
Thank you. All right, we just got through the barrier. There's more barriers set up here. Oh wow, we're able to be all the way over here. Holy cow. So it looks like about 40, 50 people.
I missed the USA.
Now, people are still trying to get into this place. But as you can see, that's Milo Yiannopoulos right there. And he is supposed to be starting a march here. Lots of barricades, lots of riot police officers, and full riot gear present currently. About 40, 50 people here on the Sprawl Plaza that are attending the free speech event. Police officers on the roof. Wow. Get a better shot of that. I'm sorry, guys. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Pardon me.
Tell me about that.
I'm going to send out some tweets on twitter.com/LukeWeAreChange, some photos from this event.
Maybe this is a way.
Yeah, it's really hot out here. I could only imagine. It looks like Milo is just signing autographs right now.
They have to show up because they already planned on spending if they didn't show up.
Yeah. Fine for a little bit. How do we trade off? How do we turn? Okay. You go, then I'll go.
So obviously everyone's attention is on what's happening here.
Wait, let me take a picture.
Take a little walk around here. This is from the other side.
Yeah.
So police officers are not playing around here. For some reason, they're still letting people crowd in this area. Yeah, it's very difficult if you have a camera or if you're a journalist to go inside the free speech rally. So that's why we were here on the outside of it, seeing what will transpire, of course.
What is your relation to this university?
Oh, you're from Canada, so you're not even affected by the policies that are, let alone being white.
Well, sorry.
Sorry for what?
You mean sorry?
What's that?
You mean sorry?
I said story.
Are you saying sorry or sorry?
I came here from
I'm having a little fun with Canada.
He's talking about the iPhone thing. Just because we want liberation for Palestinian people doesn't mean we are against those who identify as being Israeli or Jewish. Come on now, that's a binary argument.
Palestinian Israeli discussions happening right now, I guess. So far, everything's been quiet and peaceful here on this end.
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
All right. I like your
your
thing with
setup.
Lauren Southern. Good times.
Whew.
Hi, everyone. Sorry.
So yeah, everyone's very quiet here, as obviously the situation is very tense.
Come on, Milo, come on out. I want to hear you talk.
How can you be dangerous when you're so quiet?
Come on, Milo, come out. If you're doing free speech and you don't want someone to hear you, then it's just a publicity stunt. Come on out. Come here. Come out here where people can hear you. You're free to use my megaphone. Free to use my megaphone. Letting left-leaning people, right-leaning people, green people, wombats, anyone that wants to say anything, and do it peacefully, you're welcome to it, Milo. Come on out.
If you're so interested in talking, why don't you come inside?
I'm not allowed over there with the megaphone, sir. What I'm suggesting is if he comes over here,
Come inside. Because
I-
the staff is in a police state now.
not allowed inside, sir.
Yeah, get him to come over here. He's so dangerous, right? Why does he need protection? Why does he need all these walls?
Some people are all afraid to get their ass patted down by a cop. You fly?
Have you ever had a wombat speak?
No, that would be a first.
Okay.
I would welcome the wombat population to come and speak.
Supporters is more willing to talk to us than you are. What does that say? People bring up random places.
Alright, you're proud of that? You're just, okay?
If y'all wanted to sing, we could have got you a concert hall. Shit.
Well, obviously he filed the money late because he didn't want to have to pay for it. He figured he could just do this, right?
And they're going to flip over and make it seem like they're being
Yeah, there was an email leaked from the student group saying that they intended to cancel it from the beginning.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Well, they decided to cancel it 2 weeks, but they just let everyone know until yesterday, which angered a lot of people. Since 2 weeks, they knew it was not going to happen. Looks like the Milo free speech people are singing something. Some little trolling here from this side. Oh, they just sang the national anthem.
Your racism is not patriotic.
What did they say?
I'm with Isaiah now.
I care about our university continuing to have
Indian land, Indian land, Indian land, American Indian land. You are all illegal immigrants according to the flights of history, and I bet you will never admit that. This is American Indian land.
Second,
You're
I
going to
have
send
friends
them
who
my way or inside?
localize.
How you doing, sir?
Again,
Wonderful. Am I all right? What's that? Am I all right? We might have some issues with your amplified sound. Okay. It's not supposed to be on, so we're checking carefully to answer. Okay. I'm just trying to provide a forum for people to go and speak freely. Officer Rush right here. You want me to not use it anymore? You want me to turn it off? Okay. Would you mind? That's fine. Of course. I want to be in compliance with any lawfully or legally given order by any officer.
Thank you, appreciate it. Cooperation.
Where is he leaving, dude? You stay on Milo?
So it looks like Milo is actually leaving right now. Looks like the event is already over. That's pretty short. Okay.
Did he even do anything? I didn't know.
I guess they sang the national. I guess he sang the national anthem and then went back.
He's off the steps.
Y'all know there's a sound system coming for this event? Like, are we going to be able to hear?
I don't know. I figured he would talk louder so everybody could hear.
Yeah.
It's not, so.
I'm so confused.
And we are too.
Yeah.
I thought that was in just as much money even though it's canceled.
There should be, because it's not an event.
Cornering up in that lawn is probably not a good idea either. Oh, there we go.
Looks like there's some protesters inside of the free speech area. A lot of journalists are moving in there, because obviously that's where Milo's going to be coming in and out from.
UC campus denied his request.
Oh, here's Matt. This guy has a sign here saying "Jail Antifa for life."
If you're violating your time, that's murder.
Antifa.
Murder, yeah. I mean,
All right, so it looks like Milo's leaving right now. 12:25. So the event was supposed to officially start. Pardon me?
Make a hole! Step back! Make a hole! Make a hole! Coming through! Come on, work with us! Step back! Hello! Fascists, go home! Fuck you!
Hey, you with me?
straight.
You will not use your words to incite violence in this country! Is your publicity to step down and use my university to step back? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? This is a university! Stop the plane for your hate!
Hey, Milo, if you want to be heard, I've offered a megaphone for people from left and right.
Oh my God.
There's Milo.
You want it? Big leads? Yeah, they're in there. Center console.
Looks like Milo's traveling with canines, professional security, two-car convoy. Traveling in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6-car convoy. Wow.
Yeah, run, motherfucker!
We got out of here. Looks like the protesters tried to come here, but they couldn't. Looks like one person's being arrested right now. So it looks like Milo gave a short speech, sang the national anthem, and got out of there under a few minutes away from this UC Berkeley campus. Some of the protesters try to follow him. Police officers have stopped them. There's been numerous sporadic arrests happening all throughout the day. A lot of clashes, a lot of shoving, a lot of arguing between, obviously, the left and right. Okay. All right. Small little confrontation here. More police officers are moving by.
Just tuning in, we just saw Milo Yiannopoulos leave behind with the speakers and with the security. There was three black vehicles, and they're gone.
It was like a 6-car.
It's huge.
Yeah. More shoving and pushing, like the usual, and arguing and screaming at each other happening over there.
So for those that are tuning in, if you want to support my work, go to tunein.com. Bitcoin or PayPal, and you can also support me on Super Chat.
Yeah, of course. I want to thank everyone who keeps the Rule Media alive. You can go to wearechange.org/donate and support us so we can actually do the work of real independent media. That's not left, that's not right, that's not corporate, that's not government. That's free and independent for the people. Information, knowledge is power. And the more we diversify it, the more we actually speak truth to power, the more we make our lives better and more amazing and less crappy and less divided and less stupid. A lot of stupidity that we're seeing. And that, of course, is because of weaponized information that's being used against you to divide the fellow American against each other, so we hate each other on race, sexes, gender, creeds, religion, political ideology. Doesn't matter. They'll divide you on anything just so you fight against each other and not look up at the bigger problem that we're all facing, and that, of course, is the government corporatocracy. We're going to still keep streaming here during this live broadcast. Milo Yiannopoulos did show up for a few minutes, spoke for a little bit, gave the national anthem. I think it was less than 15 minutes, and then just hightailed it out of here. He has been able to leave. He just left the vicinity and this area. And right now in front of me, what you're seeing is just some of the protesters from the left and the right, you know, just screaming at each other again.
I travel a lot. I'm going to be going to Spain.
So again, yeah, just the destruction of our civil liberties eroding right in front of us as we fight over petty little issues.
It's this game that everyone's playing where I actually did an interview with my tournament just said straight up, use Xbox for marketing tool. The tournament just totally honest, kind of blew my mind. And he's like, oh, come on, everybody knows this. There's no house just like that. So I did an interview with him. And then it just makes me feel like, in my opinion, it's going better. Playing the exact same game. They're all just one thing, trying to push their
So we'll see how this event will conclude or end. We still haven't seen any major Black Bloc Antifa presence here. It'll be interesting to see if they do show up or if they do show up later. Milo made sure to get in and out as quickly and as soon as he could. There's, of course, just more screaming and shoving and arguing between the left and right over there. The usual. Yeah. Police kind of left this area. Just media and people with MAGA hats, and then the BAM people and the leftist people. The other people are like, that's really ultimately it. You can't even hear these people speak. There are no intellectual conversations at all. It's just screaming at each other. So yeah, taking a little break. Interestingly enough, a lot of people who wanted to go to Milo's free speech pin weren't allowed in because of the strict security protocols. So a lot of people who wanted to attend this event weren't able to because the line to get in was very, very long. And then as soon as Milo showed up and left, there was still a large number of people on the line. So now we're seeing the kind of overflow of that happening right now. If you guys got some questions, let me know in the comment section below. Luke, F your face. Luke, show a feminist. You guys are bad. The comment section. I mean, if I'm gonna... Seriously. White Lives Matter. Luke Rudkowski. That's original. I like that one. Luke's face did nothing wrong. I agree. Thank you there, Sam Kors. I appreciate that. Milo did leave again. People are asking a question again. Oh, a lot of 4chan comments on here. What a surprise. Why? Okay, so people are calling me a cuck. Why am I a cuck? Please explain this scenario. Thank you so much from some guy here for being a Patreon supporter. Without you guys, I would not do that. Luke, show your boobies. No, I'm not going to be showing my boobies. Sorry, guys. Never read YouTube chats. I do find this kind of entertaining, to be quite frank with you. Thanks, Luke. Luke is a lovely Jewish person. Cuck. I kind of like the comments. I do like the comments. I don't get offended, so you guys could go at it. Go ahead. Give it to me. Come on. I can take it. We're saying is it so far? How is it so far? Well, right now, the Milo event is over. What will develop further from here, we don't know. We're staying on standby. Don't cut us off. No one's cutting you off. Don't worry, I'll still be here. Luke's face matters. I appreciate that, the civil anarchist. It looks like the majority of the speakers did leave. I do see Kyle Chapman, base stickman over there. Like, you're still talking to, you're awesome. Luke, lives matter. Yes. Love you, Luke. Free speech. Yeah, exactly. I don't delete comments. I don't ban people for what they say in my comment section. I know a lot of YouTubers do, but I don't. I just don't see the need for it. I've been on YouTube for about almost 10 years now. And once you become a YouTuber, nothing could hurt you or impact you when it comes to words. People say next reporting. This guy is... I can't say these words. What of Pamela Geller? It looks like Pamela Geller also left Free Speech Week. Turn the camera around, dude. Alright, I'll turn the camera around. You got my mug face you can look at, or you got this situation that hasn't changed. It's the same thing that it was from the very beginning, and it's just people from the left and right screaming at each other, autistically. Luke Komikowski. I am not a commie. My family went through communism. My family fought against communism. My family was in prison, tortured by communists in Poland, where I was born. We are not fans of communism. And we're also not fans of fascism. As a good Polak would tell you, both sides are wrong. And we know that through our history, when the Germans and the Russians, the commies and the fascists, invaded our country and enslaved our people. Luke is a N-word. Entry Chapman. I did cover Chapman earlier in this video. You could probably go back. He was giving some comments to the press. Nose like a builder's elbow. Yeah, I do have a pretty impressive nose there. Thank you there, Eurus, the pipe smoker. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Love life. Luke's lives matter. Appreciate that. Take a hike. Oh God, your comments. Again, appreciate the super chats. Oh, thank you so much. Wake Up People Blog. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for that super chat. You're awesome. DKK. I appreciate you guys so much. YouTube Discord. I'm sorry for acting like a fool. Your nose is fine. Yeah, I know my nose is fine. I'm totally okay with that. Luke, opinion on resource-based economy. Autism United. Alrighty. Show butthole. Okay, Luke, you're a cool dude, and we appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting. I know the comments aren't an exact representation of what's happening. Yvette Flarker is there. Yes, she is. We've documented her going up to a lot of Trump supporters and surrounding them. What's happening on November 4th? Yes, November 4th should be exciting. Catalonia. I want to go to Catalonia. If it's in the budget. If it's in the budget, I am going to Barcelona to talk about the Catalonian independence vote that's happening there, where the Spanish government is trying to repress the people's vote to separate from Spain. And I'm surprised it's not getting any major mainstream media attention. It's getting a lot of attention, of course, online for people like Julian Assange, from organizations like WikiLeaks. We've been covering it very closely on this YouTube channel when we cover the news. And I think it's going to be a very important historic event. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I get all the way over there. Turn the camera. Back to crowd, please. Okay, you got it. Damn, I didn't know people were that triggered by my face. Dude, thanks for streaming, showing us the truth. People are asking me why I don't go on InfoWars anymore. Well, I think that's pretty obvious. Getting attention in Scotland. God bless. Luke's nose is the change we all need to be. Did you fight Sargon? Yes, we did. We found Sargon a couple times. We interviewed him. Love, life matters. People are saying Milo punked out. If it is in the budget, look at all the money these fools are just giving you. Well, I haven't been able to see everything because I've been recording here. Thank you guys so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Furrer Wolf, really appreciate that. Sent you some screenshots. I'm at @Trollium. I will add you there. Thank you, @Trollium. I will follow you back on Twitter. Thank you for the screenshots of documenting this event and everything that's happening here. People are asking me if I'm a centrist. I don't know. I am a centrist because I do have strong beliefs against the government and against the corporatocracy and against everything that is really happening in this world. I don't like. How about I just do this? How about you guys get face? You guys get double the pleasure here. You get face and autistic screaming in the background from the left and right, dividing and conquering and fighting each other for no reason at all. So this kind of works out too. Zoom in on the nose. Infowars. Infowars are not the resistance. Luke, sound is crap. Sorry if the sound is crap. Luke, are you making it to the UK next week? Luke, are you? This is an interesting comment from Ian Leeson. Luke, are you coming to the UK for the next week's terrorist attack? I hope not. Audio is only better the other way around. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. Why you want me to flip it around? Okay, I'll flip it around. Okay, so I guess audio works better here. Yeah, my hat is crap, but it is sunny here, and I don't want to get sunburnt. I don't want to have a redneck tan on my face. Okay, the nose knows. Thank you. Yes, I agree with that. You're hitting your mic when it's on you. Ban chance. Sounds fine. Stop tech trolling. Oh, I'm getting tech trolled. That's nice. Your audio is much better now. Okay, I appreciate that. I'm going to make sure to do that. A lot of interesting 4chan comments. Luke, stop with the Trump disinformation. oh, don't you dare right now. I've been very critical of Donald Trump for a very specific reason, and there is reason to be skeptical of someone, especially when they're president of the United States and have so much power and authority as they do. I find it very interesting that in the United States, you have the majority of people in the mainstream media and a lot of politicians saying Trump is out of control. But when people like U.S. Senator Rand Paul propose a law stopping the U.S. president being able to start a war and bomb anyone he wants, everyone, including the mainstream media, including all the politicians who supposedly don't like Trump and call him unhinged, all protect the president's power to start useless wars. There's an agenda here. Trump is being supported by the mainstream media whenever he becomes a warmonger, and whenever he sways from the status quo, bam, automatically he gets attacked. Some of the attacks are legitimate, some of the attacks, especially by the mainstream media, are really nuts. You look at the mainstream media attacks on Donald Trump, and they're ridiculous. It's about him having 2 scoops of ice cream. It's asinine. It's destroying discourse and really not providing any criticism of the power and authority that the U.S. president wields, which is a lot. All right, let's go back here. Let's see what's happening. Give you guys more autistic screening. God forbid we have a dialogue or talk to somebody from a different perspective. All right.
Immigrants are here to stay. Immigrants are here to stay. Immigrants are here to stay. Shut the fuck up. Immigrants are here to stay. Slavery is illegal. You know that slavery used to be fucking legal? You fucking asshole. That's the laws are not a measure of the world. You're not a moral compass. You're a fucking asshole. Immigrants are here to stay.
I believe it. Yeah, I agree. I mean, people are trying to suppress freedom of speech. They're going to find out what happened in the 60s with the people who were
And the
for
irony,
freedom of
the
speech.
irony is now, the ones that were for
unbelievable.
freedom of speech are the ones that are against it. BAM, Antifa, all of these radical leftist groups are trying to silence speech.
That's not the majority of the people that are here.
It is. It is. The majority of the people that are here that are shouting, that they are.
Hold on. Thousands of people that are actually here in Berkeley.
Well, what are you? Yeah, but why are you? I know. Excuse me. Why aren't we trying to? Why aren't we trying to
correct
shut
that
them?
misfit?
You're saying not everybody's. Hold on.
I agree.
Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
No,
Are
I
you
agree
saying
with
not
them.
everybody in Berkeley is Antifa?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Very much
Yeah, I just want to make sure I heard what you said.
Faith march of like thousands of people. It didn't get in the media. We were there.
Okay. So you're not. So you're cool with speech, freedom of speech, and peaceful assembly.
I was here as a student in the 70s and 80s.
I'm just
And
asking.
I've been very much in support of speech, not violence, not
cool.
hatred,
Excellent.
not
We agree on
bigotry,
something.
and not people that promote violence, which some
Excellent.
of your organizations
Well,
do.
hold
and
on.
that's
Well, you're
my-
generalizing.
How do you know?
No,
Yeah,
because I
I'm
read
here
them.
for freedom of speech.
What organization am I with?
Right. What organization are we with?
I'm with Frontline Radio, and I'm independent out of Fresno, California.
I think you started generalizations first, actually.
Well,
No. And
Yeah, you did. You
Explain
did.
that.
You said
That's what
everyone
I-
here.
That's what I
would like to agree with you
No,
on something.
That's
everyone
all
here
she
that's
was
trying to
saying.
shut down speech. Yes. Well, you're clarifying. That's what I
On
said.
hold here.
She might not be, but all of those bands of people.
See, it always goes back to that. And I think that was part of the problem.
Somebody of power doesn't necessarily mean the political discourse of the United States. I understand that because I've taken that from American struggles history.
Girl has a sign saying Muslims for free speech. By curtailing the First Amendment, you will have disserviced yourself.
But now I understand the military industrial complex. I understand the prison industrial complex.
And why 1 out of 3 black men are going to be in prison or under some sort of state control?
I know.
1 out of 3.
I know these things.
Why?
I understand your struggle. Believe me. When
You need
I
to
could play,
talk to her. Is if this a girl you came with and you understand that she never took a class?
Thank you. We are now having
Why
this
is it my
discussion.
responsibility?
That is why I'm here. I'm not here to endorse Milo's views. I'm not here to endorse the Republican
Okay,
Party.
I know why
I'm
you
here
think
to
you're
say
here.
that these kind of conversations, this First Amendment is what protects you and I
know,
from
but-
having this. And having Milo there, to be frank, to be frankly honest, he's not sitting there and forcing his ideas down your throat. He's not telling you that the power structures
really
are
care
suddenly off balance. So we need him here. I'm telling you, these left or these right-wing alternative speakers and voices, we need them on this campus because we are the birth of the free speech movement. Because you guys classify them as alt-right. You classify them, that's the point.
Why did we need a free
Identity is
speech movement?
classification.
Why did we need a free speech movement?
Do you understand the
Because the
history of the free
capitalist system oppressed us at the
universities when we were fighting for civil rights, when we were fighting against the war, and when we were fighting for the rights of farm workers, and they wouldn't allow us to come out here and speak our minds. And that's why the students who were fighting for progressive rights, who were fighting against the war, who were fighting to end the era of Jim Crow, who had just come back from Mississippi and had their heads beaten, and remember Schwerner, Goodman, and Cheney. They came here and they fought for freedom of speech because the university was shutting down their rights as students to fight for progressive movements and to go against the power that runs this whole state. In other words, the regents, and who elects who puts the regents there? The governor, and who is the governor is put there by the capitalist class. And that is why the free speech movement emerged. What you're trying to do is take the free speech movement, turn it around and say, all of us who have plenty of time on Fox Network, who have plenty of time coming out of Breitbart, have plenty of time. Trump don't even have to.
All right, we're gonna keep going here. He's on a long rant. Let's see what else is happening around here on campus. Still a lot of police officers all over the place. The hula hoop guy, holy cow. He's hula hooping.
So that's an example here, folks, of how
Yeah, this is gold right here. Yeah, give you some of this. Yeah. All right, moving forward. Hula hoop guy, stop hula hooping. More people out in front. Let's go check that out. Let's go over here. See what's happening there. Can I get in through here?
No, exit only. You go through that way though.
Would it be quicker to go up that way over there?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Okay, understood. All right, let's go back into the fray. The hula hoop dude gave up. We're gonna keep walking. Luke, show us your tits. No, I'm not showing my titties. Sorry guys, I'm not that deprived for viewership and your comments. Which a lot of YouTubers take comments very seriously. I don't understand. I mean, I always answer and engage with you guys, but some people really get butthurt from receiving bad comments. I don't understand those people at all. Okay, let me know. Do you want to see the fray, or do you want me to go into people actually having discussions? Fray's over there, discussions over here. What would you guys like to see? Is this the real Luke or a clone? It's the real Luke. Get lunch. I could go for lunch. I'm starving. We want to see the fights. Fray. You guys, so predictable. I should have just started walking. I should have never even asked you guys the question. What you guys want. So yeah, no constructive dialogues. Yeah, let's go back into the fray. Let's see what the fray is all about. Usual. All right. Fight. Discussion. Okay. Gotta go over here because the police blocked off the access way to get back to where I was before. Oh, we got one discussion. One guy asking for the discussion that's happening. Yeah, I do think Tim Pool was cloned. He's acting really weird and strangely. I don't know if I want to associate with that man. Oh, wow, the comments. Love you guys too. I appreciate it very much. Alright, give me a second here. Alright. look at that, more screaming. Oh yeah, bigger crowd, more fray. All right, let's go see what's gonna happen. Now, I wonder what new thing is going to happen. Wonder what surprise thing is going to happen when people from the left and right autistically scream at each other for no reason at all. Let's go see it. Only here on Real Independent Media. Here we go. Oh, they're allowing the speakers now. There's a free speech, empathy, and dialogue tent. Okay. Yay, more fray! Yay! You guys are happy. People said Stone Temple is the only temple. I do believe that is the truth. Okay, back into the fray.
American laws are not more important than other people's lives. Refuse fascism.org. We need to stand together. We need to stand up. We need to drive these fascists off this campus, out of this city, and out of the White House. We are not doing this for ourselves. We are doing this in the name of humanity. We are doing this for all the people in North Korea. We are doing this for everyone.
No, dude. Alrighty. What else we got here? Alright, let's keep walking around. Oh yeah, someone's a white supremacist. What a surprise. Okay. Alright.
He did, but he didn't get a permit.
We got the Pepe guys.
It's very interesting. There's a lot of people on the wrong part.
Got a Trump guy.
Larry Craig. Let's all look up Larry Craig. Google Larry Craig, Congressman Larry Craig.
What's your name? I want to Google you and see where you're at.
Well, you have a Satan phone.
Okay.
Did you know that Satan took a bite out of the apple, or excuse me, had Eve take a bite out of the apple?
This in those countries you want to live in.
See that? See that right
Don't touch
there?
my phone, you fucking
Here's the most important question. How many genders are there? How many genders are? Who cares? Who cares? How many people are born?
Alright, more debate and dialogue. Let's go.
Trump is blatantly disregarding any person of color. He targets people of color when they make any statement about it. He comes out
Give me an
example. Jamil Hill, the ESPN analyst. That was a white person that said it. He hasn't said anything.
Kyle Chapman's out here.
My name is
Is that Mr. Poopy Pants?
I'm on Facebook.
I think that's Mr. Poopy Pants. Hey boss, what's going on?
So I got his entire speech and his prayer without any obstructions. I'm uploading it to Google right now.
Awesome. Where can people find the video of Milo's speech?
I'm going to be putting it up on YouTube. I believe Campus Reform is probably going to be publishing again. I have some other videos too that I can be uploading that I captured on my phone. But I think this today was a massive success, and I think our numbers were larger than theirs. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Bitcoin dude's still out here.
Bitcoin. God bless you.
Bless you too. All right. People in the fray here. I guess they're all tired out. I guess a lot of people are just tired out at screaming and shouting at each other. They're screaming. Whew. Blah, 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 blah. All right, I'm going to read some of the comments here. All right. Paranoid, Satan, I love animals, there's people. They're literally... Love you, Luke. Love you too, Ree. Alright. Thank you for this video. Yeah. First of all, thank you, all of you guys, for watching and supporting real independent media. I appreciate you guys very much from the bottom of my heart. For you guys being subscribed. Almost at 500,000 YouTube subscribers, which is just unfathomable to me even. So I appreciate you guys. I wouldn't be able to have this life. I wouldn't be able to have this opportunity to work for you and have an honest living and earn an honest wage for doing something that I truly believe in, and that's shining the spotlight on the darkness and what's really happening in this world. Nose cam is best cam. Thank you. I'm happy someone appreciates that very much. Free Kekistan. I love myself. You should love yourself. I think a lot of the problems that we're facing in society today, but a lot of these violent, psychopathic, egotistical idiots who sadly have hijacked the mainstream dialogue in this country, comes down to the very simple principle of people not loving each other. If you love each other, you won't be an ass to anybody else. If you're filled with voids and anger and depression, you're more likely to be a douche to other people. But if you really learn that everything's okay, it's always going to be okay, that you're in charge, you're in control, you can make this life like a dream, you can decide what you want to do in this life, that there's nothing stopping you from achieving anything you want, that nothing is impossible. If you really believe on that, there's no reason to hurt somebody or be a douche to somebody. I chose the way I lived my life. I'm very happy the way I chose my life. I've sacrificed a lot for it. I worked my butt off. I almost lost my life trying to achieve what I have right now with this independent media career that I'm able to do. And I know that ultimately, no matter what happens to me, no one's going to take my power away. My power of my reaction is the biggest power you have as an individual. Sorry for the hippy-dippy lessons here in between the fray. The fray's still going on. Don't worry. Look, I'll show tits. I'm not showing that tits. Calm down. Luke, what phone service do you use? Okay, so it looks like some of the leftists are moving in here. Haven't seen any presence by Antifa or Black Bloc. So it looks like some of the protesters, Event for Larker's group, is now leaving. Luke, just one nipple, please. No, it's not going to happen. I like you too, guys. Luke, let it loose. Good on you, Luke. I do like your content story about the builder elbows. Builder elbows remarks as a poor joke. Turn the television off and research. Exactly. There's a lot of propaganda out there. There's a lot of weaponized information out there, so you hate the fellow human being. Not the people who are hurting you, not the oligarchs, not the corporatists, not the globalists, but everybody else. Everybody else is the problem. You ever see that in comment? Everybody else is the problem. The other individual, the person of a different race, the person who believes something different, they're the enemy. Banksters? No, we don't talk about that. How's it going, Marcus? Live. I don't know if you want to be live. Don't really matter. But yeah, it looks like everything went very differently than a lot of us expected it to.
Very calm, guys.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going good. Yeah,
it looks like it's slowly dissipating.
Yeah.
Right now. And went a lot differently than I think anyone expected.
Yeah.
Milo got in and out as soon as he could.
Yeah.
He gave like a 10-minute talk.
Right.
Pledge of allegiance, and then got the hell out of there.
Right.
No major black bloc presence here at all.
Yeah.
Some scuffles, some arrests. So I guess the anti-Milo's protesters, or the left-leaning protesters here, are trying to start a march. It looks unsuccessful.
Yep, looks like we have about 20 people.
About 20 people marching from here. It looks like mainly the crowd is dominated by the people here who are here for Free Speech Week. So now they're marching back and forth. This is the Event for Larker's group that we all know about. But thank you again for all the people who are people. You got your comments are brutal. I can't say half of the things you guys are commenting about.
Milo had to run away. Immigrants are here to stay. Milo had to run away.
There's a few people masked up.
Milo had to run away. Immigrants are here to stay. Milo had to run away. Immigrants are here to stay. Milo had to run away. Immigrants are here to stay.
Let me get some water. Thirsty.
Run away. Milo had to run away. We're out here today
Oh yeah, more fray, guys. Hold on. I see more fray.
We put our bodies upon the leather.
I got you, Ron.
This is you right here. All the media better know about this guy. This guy's threatening to rape women in our fucking movement. Alright? So don't twist this shit. Rapist! Well, then, don't twist this fucking shit. All you media better fucking know. This guy.
I'm watching you leave. I'm watching you leave. I'm watching you leave. I'm watching you turn back and leave.
Stop that. I understand, but were you able to come and speak?
Looks like some right wingers talking some crazy ish. That guy in the pink American stuff.
Debate ideas.
Not to the right one.
I need your name. Excuse me,
Okay, fray's over. Lesser fray here. Let's get the lesser fray, at least for you guys.
Can you imagine?
Looks like mostly free speech people here, some students. Right now. Everyone was waiting for this event to erupt in total violence. It has not, which I guess is a good thing. Tim is taking a beanie break, I guess so. Jimmy Pool, yeah. Alright, people still want to see my tits. Kami, burning hell. Oh. Alright, too many cameras. Yes, I agree. Too many cameras. How about them tatas? No tatas. Show feet? No. Tatas? No. Not gonna show some tatas. Let me go into a better area where you guys can hear me. Alright. Get back here to a better... Is that... character from Rick and Morty, I forgot the name of it. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's the planet dude in Rick and Morty.
As he said, sovereignty, they have blood, they have soil, they have practice America, and we will please stand by while they do that and make that happen.
So it looks like these people are tired. They even stopped the shoving and pushing that was happening before.
Look at these dancing.
All right, let's come back here. Hey, ho, ho. Getting old lefties. All right, let's station it right here. People telling me to poop on the floor, not gonna happen. All right, left is gonna be back to my favorite part of the program, comments. Oh, thank you so much, Lord of Lords. Thank you so much for your comment. You said, yeah, illegal immigrants is the problem, be clear. That's what the super chat said out there. how to protest, exceptional stuff. Show us your nuts. I'm not going to show us your nuts. Nose of noses, yes. The nose of noses is here. Look, thank you for your comments and your urgency to see movies. Let me stand behind the police. Nose porn. Luke's Life Matter. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate the comment section here. Let's keep talking here. People are saying slap it. No. People are saying, is it Milo an immigrant? Yeah. Came from the United Kingdom. He is. Luke, I love what you're doing. Great job. Thank you. I do my best. Love your work. Woo. Luke, I am your father. That's a very original one. Luke, I am your father comment. Never heard that one before. Very original. All right. Okay. Grab your ankles. No. Twist the nipple. Bitcoin rules. Yeah, there's a Bitcoin guy out here. I'm not taking any sides in the political discussions. 8 logs. Josh created by media. He never says Luke. Interview someone. Okay, yeah. Alright, let me see who I can interview. Luke, I am your father. Oh yeah. Very original there. Get in the car, guys. Oh, that's bad. Luke, great stream. You want to meet up in Peru? Yes. I love Peru. Okay, more Frey. You guys want to see more Frey? Where are the ladies? Say hi to your fans in the UK. Hi, fans in the UK. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Good idea. Luke, I am not your father. It was Chewbacca. I'm not that hairy. There are no Nazis. Free Kyrgyzstan. I'm Spanish. Luke, I'm your papi. Oh, lordy. Oh, God. Oh, the 4chan comments. Oh, lordy. Interview another man's bunghole. Take the challenge. Oh no, that's horrible. Your comments are bad. Your comments are so bad. Okay. Alright. Okay. What? I have to be careful with some of the comments I read out here. I can't read half of them. Canada loves you. Don't use face cam, audio's crap. Alright, got it. No more face cam, I promise. No more nose cam.
We're about to march this way, y'all.
So some of the protesters are going to march.
Everyone that's against white supremacy.
People ask me, Luke, do you really believe Milo actually believes what he says? It's a little bit difficult, especially after this chaotic, disorganized mess. And then putting speakers on that he never asked to speak and officially promoting them. So it's hard to believe him. Send mute. Oh, this is the march.
No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! 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 No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA!
It's an old one, yeah? For 10 years old, you can see it. So I gotta get moving.
Cops are also moving in as well. All right, we're just gonna follow this march, see what else is going on. Good to see you, brother. How are you? Look at that Chihuahua.
She's always the star of the show.
Yeah. So protesters from both sides are marching right now, which is interesting. Luke, give a protest an Eskimo case.
Step back, guys! Step back, please! Step back, please!
Jack, describe what's happening.
Right now,
So we're picking this up so they can have
so right now, it wasn't even something that day.
People just watching.
Honestly, I do, and that's what's
One arrest happening.
Alright, man. Thanks for always coming.
There you are. Where are you at? Oh, you were all the way there? USA! 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 Bye-bye, Pim! You know, a conservative is entering all over while you're out your house, and you be pissed off too. They like out protesters up there. Why are only the white supremacists getting the police line? They should admit their white supremacists.
Alright, so it looks like this march is going to be going on for a little bit. I've been streaming for 161 minutes already. I'm going to take a little break. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. I want to thank everyone for watching Real Independent Media, sharing this video, watching, especially the comments, especially the super chats, especially anyone donating. WeAreChange rhetoric for Real Independent Media live here on the ground. Luckily, things didn't escalate like many people said they would. Things stayed mainly peaceful. Milo came in for a few minutes and then left as quickly as he could. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Lords of Lords, who said Luke is a, oh god, white G-O-D. I don't consider myself that. Thanks, buddy, for everything. Thank you so much for watching, participating in Real Independent Media. If anything else happens today or at Berkeley or pretty much any time in the world, I'm going to do my best to be in Barcelona. Report live from you there too. You're going to hear it first here on youtube.com/WeAreChange. So subscribe, click the notification to make sure that when we go live you get the instant. We don't try to waste your time. We try to go live during important moments. This is a moment that all eyes and ears were on. People were expecting this to get bad. It didn't. Everything is slowly de-escalating as you're seeing right now. Now it looks like the protesters are going into some apartment complex or some park. But yeah, looks like just a massive de-escalation. If anything does happen again, we'll go live again. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching Real and Independent Media.